always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans. Now, as you guys know, the transfer portal is booming. Oh. My Florida State fans and my Gator fans, don't feel left out. This video includes you guys too. This is a update. You know, I did a video maybe like a week ago telling you guys about the transfer portal for the Miami Hurricanes, Florida Gators, and the Florida State Seminoles. This is just a weekly update. I'm gonna try to do this until the transfer portal ain't popping no more. You know, when everybody settled in wherever they need to be and stuff like that. As you guys know, national championship coming up, Michigan versus Washington. Get in the comment section. Let me know which team you think is gonna win that. Let me know. All right. So also, guys, before we dive into this, do me a huge favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't already. And also continue to share the channel with a Florida State fan, a Gator fan, and of course a Miami Hurricane fan that don't know about the channel. You know, you'll be surprised who don't know about the channel. But anyways, let's get into it. As you guys know, a lot hasn't been happening for the Miami Hurricanes in the transfer portal. A lot of announcements, a lot of commitments hasn't been made or whatever. Let's just attack the elephant in the room. Cam Ward decided that he's gonna go to the NFL draft instead of, you know, trying to play another year in college, basically. So congratulations to the kid. You know, he put in the work at Washington State, and now it's time to see what he can do on the next level if he could play on Sundays. Not quite sure where he would be drafted or who would draft him, but, you know, good luck to him. All right. Other quarterbacks that was on Miami's radar, KJ Jefferson. I didn't put too much stocks into that guy, but he did commit to UCF, so he's off the board. And then there was Will Howard, of course. Visit Miami, USC, and then went up to Ohio State for a trip and committed to Ohio State. So those three quarterbacks are gone. Yeah, so right now Miami has not taken a quarterback out of the transfer portal. Now there was one name that I was seeing, and it's not quite coming to me right now, but he was a JUCO guy. I'm sorry, not a JUCO guy. FCS guy. I'll put it in the comment section after this video of the guy. Maybe later on I'll do another video talking about him, you know. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for that. So right now Miami is basically Emory Williams and Ja'Carri Brown. And of course Judd Anderson signed this class. So Miami has three quarterbacks so far. Also, you know, Emory Williams, I'm sorry, not Emory Brown. What? Did I say Emory Brown? I didn't say what? It don't matter. Emory Williams, as you guys know, against Florida State, broke his arm. So not quite sure when he'll be back. You know, we don't get too many injury reports nowadays out of Miami. So it is what it is. So obviously broke his arm. Hopefully, you know, he'll be back in time for the season and be able to compete or not. If not, then, you know, it'll probably be Judd Anderson versus Ja'Carri Brown versus maybe somebody from the portal. So, you know, eventually in the near future we'll find out who Miami's quarterback, you know, will be out of the transfer portal, that is, to compete against Ja'Carri Brown and Emory Williams. But other than that, not too much has happened to Miami. Last time around, I told you guys about Collins entering the transfer portal. At the time, he did not find a destination. Well, as of last week, he did find a destination, which is UCLA. As you guys know, he's from the West Coast, so going back to play for UCLA is no biggie. Well, it should be a biggie because UCLA is in the Big Ten now. So, you know, that's tough. That's tough. Good luck to the guy. All right, so let's head on over to the rivals. Let's get to Florida State. We'll do Florida State second because obviously I have a bigger Florida State audience on the channel than I do the Gators. So Florida State fans, y'all always gonna come before the Gators until they step their game up. So yeah, Florida State transfer portal update. So as you guys know, last time around they only had one transfer. Well, they got a key transfer to commit to Florida State from Oregon State, which will be their quarterback for 2024. DJ Ugalele. I think that's how you say his name. We're just gonna say DJU. Y'all see it on the screen. Y'all heard the announcers say it 100 times. If you watch one of his highlights or something, maybe they'll say his name and you'll be like, oh, okay, that's that guy. 9 times out of 10, there are probably 9 Florida State fans out here that can't pronounce this guy's name, and maybe that one oddball that can. So 9 out of 10 Florida State fans probably can't even pronounce their quarterback's name. But anyways, here's some nasty work. Nasty work. Florida State fans were celebrating getting DJ U here by posting highlights of him cooking Florida State. As you guys know, this before he played at Oregon State, he played at Clemson. The reason he's able to transfer again from Oregon State is because the head coach left, and the rules with the transfer portal is basically if your head coach leave or whatever, you get the transfer. So he took the opportunity and he committed to Florida State. But Florida State fans showing us how great this guy is as a quarterback by showing highlights of him cooking them. Man, I don't know what to make of that. They're showing DJ tearing their team apart. Man, is that a new level of down bad? Is that a new level of sucking up to somebody? My goodness. Now, congratulations, DJ. You found a home. Well, even though it's up there in Tallahassee, it is what it is. Good job, my guy. Quick update. Not too much. As you guys know, there's only one real update in here, and that's Quayshawn Sapp. Last time we talked about Quayshawn Sapp, he was walking across the street over to FAMU. He was going to basically be a Rattler next year. Well, things have changed. Quayshawn Sapp has basically flipped his commitment from, going to FAMU to basically ECU. So new destination for Quayshawn Sapp. He's no longer gonna go across the street. Not gonna walk across the street with Rodney Hill. Now, speaking of Rodney Hill, I've seen basically him posting that his commitment is reopened. As you guys know, he also committed to FAMU. So I'm guessing he probably went over there, see how things work. Don't find it as fitting as it was at Florida State. As you guys know, HBCUs and D1 college are two different ball games, two different treatment, if you would like to say. You get treated like a regular normal citizen at a HBCU when it comes to football. You don't get the special equipments, you don't get the special dorms and the special, facilities and stuff like that you would at a Florida State or any other college. So obviously my guy probably walked over there and said, you know what, I don't like it. I don't want to go from being probably a knight, a regular, to becoming a regular citizen or even a peasant. That's tough. So my guy said he reopened his recruitment. We'll see where that goes. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for Florida State's transfer portal update. Nobody else has pretty much said anything about leaving, and nobody else has pretty much said anything about possibly coming in. They do have a couple visits here and there, but not going to go into details about those until those guys basically commit to Florida State. Then I'll tell you, or come here and we'll do another update. So while we're on the topic of Florida State, let's take a look at this. Now, all year, Florida State fans have been telling me how Keon Coleman is a first rounder. He should probably be the first or second wide receiver taken. Well, let's look at some numbers. Women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. I don't care how you feel about Keon Coleman as a Florida State fan. Me personally, I think he's a quitter. Basically, simple. It is what it is. But here's his number compared to the other top receivers, basically. Yardage wise, he's like half of all of these guys. Reception wise, they're almost double his reception, except for here or there or whatever. But these guys are totally better than him. It is what it is. Yeah, when you look at numbers and production, as you guys can see on the screen, you can pause it, watch it for yourself, screenshot it, look at it, whatever, compare it all. Keon Coleman is not that guy. Plain and simple. Keon Coleman, it is what it is, my guy. Yeah, you can look at his numbers basically from Florida State and Michigan State. So when you look at development and all that kind of good stuff, What's the difference? You came to Florida State to basically better yourself, up your stock. You didn't do a good job. You didn't do a good job, but it is what it is. This is not a Keon Coleman hit piece, so we're going to end it right there and keep it moving. Let's get to the Gators, though, transfer portal-wise. This week, the Gators had a splash, a big splash, a big Gator drop in the pond, I guess. Yeah, transfer portal updates for them. So, obviously, a couple guys did, come in through the portal for the Florida Gators. 3 guys to be exact. Let's start with my guy here, Devin Manuel. Now, Devin Manuel is coming from Arkansas, the same team that came into the swamp and beat the Florida Gators in their black jerseys. Shout out to the new black jerseys. It seemed like every team get beat in their black jerseys when they debut them. So Florida Gators ain't nothing special when it comes to debuting black jerseys. They got the black beat off of them. Now they just blue. That's tough. I'll throw a little orange on them. Yeah, Devin Manuel, offensive tackle. One of the worst offensive tackles in the SEC. One of the worst. You know what? This is not a hit piece on my guy. My guy could possibly go to Florida and be great and, turn things around and, look better and everything. So I'm not going to sit here and just, annihilate him or whatever. But, good luck to him, man. Good luck to him. He's coming over to Florida. As you guys know, if you watch the games, Florida was 5-7 with a terrible offensive line. Graham Mertz got hurt. In the one game that Max Brown played, he pretty much learned that he had to get up out of town because ain't nobody blocking for him. Basically, if you're a quarterback that plays behind the offensive line at Florida Gators, well, basically you got to be a certified running back or at least built like a tight end. That's tough. That's tough. But yeah, one of the worst in the SEC, one of the worst in the portal. They got them, and some of them are proud, and some of them are just airing out their frustration about this one. So we'll see how it works out for my guy. George Gums, he committed also. He's an edge rusher out of this Nintendo looking look. This Nintendo looking school. It looked like the Nintendo sign, but it's Northern Illinois. Defensive end out of Northern Illinois. He committed to the Florida Gators, so congratulations to them. They finally posted it. He's been committed back on December 12th. So they finally put it out there that he's in there or whatever. Another one basically went from South Carolina to the Florida Gators. A linebacker here, Grayson Howard. Now this is a huge get for them. Grayson Howard, I must say, this one has some potential. This one could be a great pickup. As you guys know, linebackers coach is no longer there. Bateman is no longer there. Took a job at Texas A&M. So we hear all the reports of the Graham family. Ernest Graham, former Florida Gator, air their frustration out about the staff. How the linebackers coach moved on, and nobody spoke to any of the families about this. Their kids committed to that school, signed with that school, and then they hear this. So, they picked up a linebacker out of the transfer portal here in Grayson. So, pretty much that's all you get with the transfer portal so far. Stay tuned, guys. It's gonna heat up. There's gonna be a lot of transfer portal news to talk about. We're still awaiting Miami's quarterback, whether it's gonna be somebody splashy with a big name, or it's gonna be somebody that y'all gonna say, we'll see, or will it be a developmental piece, or will it just be a depth chart kind of deal? Will Miami go straight full plunge into 2024 behind Jakari Brown, Judd Anderson, and Emery Williams? We'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.